Hello everyone, my name is Willie and I am doing this video as part of my macroeconomics class 251. I chose the topic to speak on was an article put out by Argent Doobie, and he would be referred to as Doobie from this point forward. The topic is on the minimum we can do. In the article, Doobie puts forth the argument that increasing the minimum wage is doable and long overdue. Critics of raising the minimum wage purports that that would increase unemployment. But Doobie is a up-and-coming economist that has done studies that indicate that that was not the case. Today, as you know, increasing the minimum wage is a topic of much discussion, from the president to the halls of Congress, even the Congressional Budget Office. It doesn't seem like you can turn on a television nowadays without someone discussing the validity of raising the minimum wage. Just the other day, there was protests throughout the country by fast food workers. And as you can imagine, the ones who are really objecting to increasing the minimum wage are those restaurateurs and hotel operators. Doobie puts forth the argument that increasing the minimum wage is doable and long overdue. Doobie has done a set of new studies over a 12-year period with his associates. The research clearly dispels the premise that it would increase minimum wage. His fellow economist was William Lester Michael Wright. They compared counties where the minimum wage rate rose to the neighboring counties in the states where it did not. The result was negative. There was not an increase nor decrease in the unemployment of those particular counties. The previous studies utilized states, for example, Connecticut versus Texas. It was more legitimate to do bordering states because they had similar economies, similar background. The last time that Congress raised the minimum wage was $7.25 per hour in 2009. I repeat, the last time Congress raised the minimum wage was to $7.25 per hour in 2009. Here's the kicker. Since then, its real value has slipped back to where it was in 1998. I know you have noticed that a dollar just doesn't go as far as it used to, and that's particularly the reason why. America's minimum wage is 27% of the U.S. average pay, a lower ratio than that of any member of the Organization for Economic Operations and Development except Mexico. This organization is comprised of France, Ireland, Israel, Canada, United Kingdom, Spain, and Japan, and we only outrank Mexico. The minimum wage has failed to keep pace with productivity, while the top pay and the corporate profits has grown rapidly. Contributing to rising inequality is the fact that the minimum wage, when it was raised by Congress, was not indexed to inflation. Now, there is a bill that is circulating within Congress, sponsored by Senator Harkin and Senator Miller, to do just that. Their proposal would raise it to $9.97 per hour, but it would be indexed to inflation. Therefore, the erosion of the minimum wage spending power will be reduced. President Obama has made increasing the minimum wage a major part of his second-term agenda. he's followed through by issuing an executive order that has increased the minimum wage for employees of government contractors to $10, effective in 2015. Now it's up to Congress to follow through. The proposal that Harkin and Miller has circulating will raise it to $9.38 per hour in today's dollars. The argument goes on and on. You can find a pundit or economist that will agree or disagree with whichever point of view you put forth. What I have chosen to do is agree with Dubie and the economist who purports that a rise in the minimum wage will not increase unemployment. The minimum wage is not a silver bullet. There are other factors that are involved that has an impact upon the economy, but minimum wage is a start. It's all about fairness. I'll leave you with this. President Obama has, to quote him, we live in the wealthiest country in the world. And there is no reason that someone that is working a full 40-hour week at minimum wage should live in poverty. Thank you very much for your attention.